Hi children, today I am going to explain about the remaining part in atoms and molecules. This is second video for atoms and molecules. Atoms and molecules. Right. In last class, we have already discussed about law of conservation of mass and law of constant proportions, and also about atom, Dalton's atomic theory. But most of the persons expected Dalton only discovered the atom. But in our textbook, in page number 60. In page number 60, it is very clearly given one Indian scientist, not scientist, we are using one word, that is Rishi. About 2600 years ago, an Indian sage means Rishi, called Kannada for atom. This name is introduced, Kannada. Okay. Vaisheshika Sutra. Vaisheshika Sutra. Actually, this is his book. Okay, now in Vaisheshika Sutra, he was mentioned a smallest particle is present in the universe. That one is named as Kannada. But the Kannada means this name is after that. After that, he was named as Kanasiddhanta. Kanasiddhanta. Actually in Telugu, Kanasiddhantam. Okay na? Kanasiddhantam. He said all matter for all the forms of matter. All the forms means solid, liquid, gas. For anyone consists of anu. The smaller particle consists of anu. This anu means. Actually, this word anu means molecule. So each anu contains paramanu. This is atom. Actually, in Telugu, atom name is Paramanuvu. Molecule name is Anuvu. Okay, Telugu words. So these are all belongs to Sanskrit words. Okay, but atom is coming from the one Greek word. That Greek word is atomio. Okay, this is the history of the atom. So even 2600 years back, our Indian scientists introduced this concept. Okay, right. Now, sir, what about the molecule, sir? So we know very well atom. Now you have an idea what is atom? A smallest particle, an uncuttable particle or indivisible particle. But most of the students are confused about one word. Sir, what is the difference between the atom and the element, sir? What is the difference between atom and element? This is very interesting. Listen all of you carefully. Atom and element. Atom is an uncuttable particle or indivisible particle. What about the element? For example, one iron rod is given to you. In iron rod, how many iron atoms are present? This is one iron rod. In that iron rod, how many iron atoms are present? Nearly infinity number of iron atoms are present. We cannot calculate. We cannot calculate that figure. Not only this one, even in glass of water contains how many water molecules, sir? Infinity number of water molecules are present, sir. Similarly, for example, in this chalk piece, how many atoms are present means that number is very difficult to calculate. Okay, right. So for simplifying, to identify the given one with a particular symbol, with a particular name, we use the word that is element. That is element. Okay. So simply, element means when a particle of the substance. For example, if you take a substance means, for example, chalk piece. For example, chalk piece. This chalk piece contains only one type of particles. Only one type of particles. That type of one is called element. The type of is called element. In our, actually we know that very well. I think most of the students know very well 1 to 30 elements. 1 to 30 elements means hydrogen to zinc. Hydrogen to zinc. Very well know about 1 to 30 elements. Sir, for example, in that one zinc piece is taken. But why did you give this name means there is one discovery. Based on the discovery, this symbol is given or name is given. So what about elements, sir? Means element is a symbolic representation of the smaller particles. A group of smaller particles. Number of particles are present, but only one type of particles are present means we call with a name. That name is called an element. So in our textbook, the element definition is very clear. When the particles of a substance contain only one type of atoms, that substance is called an element. Okay, we can write the total periodic table elements examples for this one. Right. Next one, sir. I know very well, sir. 1 to 30 elements, sir. I know very well. 1 to 30 elements, sir. But in that one, I have some small confusion, sir. For hydrogen, symbol is H, sir. Helium, symbol is He, sir. But sodium is Na, sir. What is the difference, sir, here? What is the difference? There is no N or there is no A in sodium name. But we use this symbol. What is the difference? Yes, actually this one is coming from the Latin words. Okay? Right. That's why most of the elements based on their name, first letter or first two letters. In hydrogen, first one H. In helium, first and second He, helium. Okay, Nana? We commonly use this type of names, but the names are given based on their discovery place, based on which person is discovered. In nowadays, for example, for Rutherford, he was a very good scientist in chemistry. For Rutherfordium, a new name is introduced. Okay, for one element, right? So, some other, actually this first name of that one is given the Berzelius suggests that initial letter of an element from its name. Initial. For example, for oxygen, the symbol is O. For nitrogen, symbol is N. The initial letter is used for the symbols that is suggested by the Berzelius. But other discovery is also there. What is the discovery means? The discovery is actually water. Water, Latin word is hydro. Hydro. Okay. Oxygen generally, actually when hydrogen combined with oxygen, it gives water. Okay. That's why for hydrogen when combined with oxygen, it gives water. That's why for hydrogen, for this one, give the name hydrogen. Hydro means water forming. Based on the given important material, important compound. Okay, na? Generally, sir, what about the oxygen name history, sir? Actually, oxygen name means in olden days, oxygen is considered as a acidic compound. అంటే ఇందులో అయినా ఆక్సిజన్ ఉన్నట్టుగా అయితే వాటికి ఎసిడిక్ నేచర్ ఉంటుంది అని ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయేవారు అన్నమాట. అప్పట్లో స్టార్టింగ్ ఇఫ్ ఆక్సిజన్ ఈస్ ప్రెసెంట్ ఇన్ ద ఎనీ కాంపౌండ్, దట్ కాంపౌండ్ మస్ట్ బి ఇన్ ఎసిడిక్ ఇన్ నేచర్. ఓకే, సో దట్స్ వై ఇన్ లాటిన్ వర్డ్ for the acid is oxy. So based on that one, the name is given as oxygen. This one is named as given as hydrogen. Means formation. This oxygen forms acid formation. That is the problem. Next. Helium. What is the history of helium? Generally, helium is present. Most of the sun contains the majority of the helium. Suryalo helium ekku untundi. So sun contains the helium means that name given from actually the word sun, S-U-N, sun. The Latin Greek word for sun means that is helio. This is sun Greek word helio. Okay na? So based on that one given helium name. Okay na? So some compounds, for example, Rutherfordium, Mendeleefium, based on that scientist, గుర్తుంచుకోవడం కోసం scientist names are given to some elements. Some are based on their discovery places also given. Okay, this is about the history. Next, symbols of elements. So symbols of elements means one condition is there for any element. If only represent with only one, means for example hydrogen H, no problem. Always with capital letter. If for any symbol contains the two letters, first letter must be capital and second letter must be smaller. For example, sodium. Don't write like this. This is wrong representation. First one is capital, second one is the smaller one. Okay, na? This is the condition for write the symbols of the elements. So every student must be learn 1 to 30 elements and their symbols. Okay, na? Next one. Activity 2 is given in our book. Activity 2, see all of you. Here one table is given, table 4 is given. Element, Latin name is symbol. Sodium Latin name is given, that is natrium. So table for every student must be by heart this table. Actually sodium symbol is Na. This Na coming from the Latin word, the Latin name is natrium. For silver, we using that one Ag means argentanium. And potassium, we know very well potassium. For potassium we use the symbol that is K. K means kalium. So every student must be by heart this table 4, and I will ask the questions for oral test. Actually oral test 20 marks nana. Okay na? So every student must be read perfectly. Next one. Next one. Right. So O2, O3. Generally, oxygen symbol is O. Oxygen symbol is O. But oxygen always formed as O2 or available as O2 or available as O3. It is depends upon the nature of the bonding. Actually, O is not a stable element. That's why to get the stability, it is combined with the same element, sometimes with other elements also. So OT, O3. This such type of it is a molecule. It is a molecule. What is molecule? Molecule means combination of atoms. Combination of atoms gives molecules. Combination of atoms gives molecules. Okay, now this is molecule. This is molecule. But these are all homoatomic molecules. Homo means same type of atoms are present. Homoatomic molecules. Homo means only one type of atoms are present. O2, O3, P4, Si, H2, N2. Only one type of atoms are present. Next one, heteroatomic molecules. Hetero means different atoms are present in that molecule. HCl, HNO3, C6H12O6. Different types of atoms are present in the molecule. Okay, now next one, atomicity. Atomicity means number of atoms present in the molecule. Number of atoms present in the molecules. What is the atomicity of O2? 2. Because only 2 atoms are present. O3 atomicity 3. P4 atomicity 4. S8 atomicity 8. H2 atomicity 2. N2 atomicity 2. HCl atomicity 2. Because one hydrogen, one chlorine. HNO3 atomicity 1 hydrogen, 1 nitrogen, 3 oxygen, 5. C6H12O6 atomicity 6, 6, 12 plus 12, 24. This is about atomicity. Okay, Nana. Next one. Next one, valency. Next one, valency. We know very well about valency. Valency means combining capacity. Combining capacity of an element. Simply remember this one. Combining capacity means hydrogen can form how many bonds? 1. Nitrogen can form maximum how many bonds? 3. Oxygen forms how many maximum bonds? 2. This everything depending upon the periodic table. Okay. So first we have to revise the periodic table. In the periodic table, it is very clearly, we know very well, based on the outermost electronic configuration, we can tell the valence. 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 7A, and 8A. Okay, Nana? Right. 1A group valency 1, 2A group valency 2, 3A group valency 3, 4A group valency 4. 5th group valency is 3, 6th group valency is 2, 7th group valency is 1, 8th group valency is 0. Very simple, 8th 0, leave it. Remind 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Of course, but these 3, 6, 5, 6, 7 shows where more than one valency based on that binding problem. Like 5th group can show 5 also, 6th group can show 4 and 6 also, 7th group can show 3, 4, 5. Sorry. 3, 5, 7. Based on the number of surrounded atoms. For example, in 5th NH3. So how many bonds are there? 3 bonds. But in PCl5, 5 bonds. PCl3, 3 bonds. Here valence is 3, here valence is 5. For similarly, for sixth one, H2O. Oxygen can form how many bonds here? 2 bonds. So valence is 2. But sulfur, SF6, how many bonds are there? 6 bonds, 6. This is about the valency. And generally, what is ion? What is ion? Actually, ions are two types, cation and anion. Cation means positive charge is present. Anion means negative charge is present. Positive charge, Na plus, means here plus means losing electrons. Anion, Cl minus, it indicates minus means gaining 1 electron. Ca2 plus, losing 2 electrons. O2 minus, gaining 2 electrons. Whatever it may be, or if positive charge present on the element, it is called a cation. If the negative charge present on the element, it is called a anion. Okay, Nana? Right. So this is about the ions. In table 7, some common simple and polyatomic ions are given based on their charges. Okay, Nana? All of you read this one. Already in 6th class, we learned all these things because we know that radicals, monovalent and bivalent, trivalent. Mono positive radicals, di-positive radicals, tri-positive radicals. Similarly, mono negative radicals, di-negative radicals, tri-negative radicals. This is about completely radicals. Okay. Tomorrow in only last part is there. In that part, I will explain about the chemical formula, criss-cross method, atomic mass, molecular mass, and more concept. Okay. Thank you very much.